I'll accept this as an apology for Aladdin. Wrath of Man is directed by Guy Ritchie, who has had a roller coaster ride of a career. He's made some duds like the aforementioned Aladdin, I don't care how much it made, it was bad, and the beloved Snatch, which he later got from Madonna. So while his career has been all over the place, people would agree Ritchie is specialized like Tarantino. His strength centering on crime and mafia films with his style of quips and dialogue. His recent The Gentleman was a decent return to form. Wrath of Man, starring Jason Statham, is where he dives into Tarantino territory. Here, Statham plays H, a new member of Fortico's personnel. Fortico is an armored transport company moving large sums of money between locations in Los Angeles. Everything begins fine and dandy until one day the truck Statham is in has a robbery attempt on it. Josh Hartnett craps his pants and Statham goes full Terminator, doing everyone a favor by getting rid of Post Malone. His actions garner deserved praise as the film switches gears and begins jumping around in time to show the events before and during Statham's new employment. Dramatic irony, I suppose, but the gear shift is like dropping from fourth to reverse and leaving your transmission on the road. This film does not shy away from grit and is drier than my ex's vapid sense of humor. Wrath of Man bears much resemblance to Game of Thrones in this regard, to characters getting wasted like excess Michigan tart cherries. Everyone is so depressed and concerned for what can happen, and it shows like depressive friends on Facebook. Many put on a false bravado until shit hits the fan and you feel the tension until it releases down the back of their pants. Despite the gear shift, the pacing is solid for the most part. The film tells two intertwined stories in the same vein as 11-14, except with fewer windows made in Israel. One half is Statham's crusade for revenge, while the remaining is the crux of the story. It all builds up to a large climactic gunfight in the Fortico warehouse like the filmmakers watched a documentary of the North Hollywood shootout. Then the film hits you with whiplash like a semi rear-ending a stopped Corvette, leaving you dazed so you don't ask questions like how did Statham piece together who the target was, let alone where he lives. For that matter, how is he alive? I meant Statham was a Terminator figuratively, not literally. Overall, Wrath of Man is a better movie. You're certainly in it for the long haul, clocking in around 2 hours, you get your money's worth. Statham is always fun to see on screen, doing his thing since he'll never get to be the Terminator that we deserve. The rest of the cast give great performances, and the film across the board gets marked up pretty good. A few corrections and slight lengthening of the runtime were all that is necessary to fix a few questions I had about the frayed end of the story thread. Wrath of Man is the breath of fresh air we all desperately needed after 2020, and now, after all this time, I can relate to the Detroit Lions after they broke free from their overlapping 0-18 record. Now, thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.